Cold summer night, should've put my arm around your shoulder. I'll just hold you. Cause last night I was thinking all these things I'm not supposed to. I guess I didn't see it coming. Guess I was afraid of loving someone again. Falling, sinking. If you're a song, I'll be in love in the morning. If you're a song, I'll lose my sense of time. I'll keep on climbing and I'll keep on trying, but if you're a star, I'll be in love in the morning. If you're a star, I'll be in love in the morning. Lashes on my neck, butterfly effect, don't tease me. We ain't thinking about sleeping. Hands round my waist, caught up in your wave. Your phone playing Frank Ocean at your place. I guess I didn't see it coming. I guess I was afraid of loving someone again. Falling, sinking.
Her name is Sophie, and the title of the song is If You Don't Stop. Sophie, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. It feels good to have you here, and because I've been seeing you on the timeline for a while.
Really? Thanks for having me. Wow, I appreciate that.
For a while, I was confused. I was like, where's she from? Is she Ghanaian? What does she do? Because the followers, I think it was either Motombo who retweeted.
Oh yeah, Motombo.
Yeah, it was either Tombo who tweeted or Amare, one of them.
Yeah.
And I saw you pop up on my timeline because I think we tend to follow each other.
Yes.
Yeah. So I realized you were doing a lot of acoustic stuff, doing some performances in with Free the Use and all of that. You've been doing well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one thing that really caught my eye, and I think that went viral, you backed what's it? A degree or a diploma? Which one was it?
A degree.
A degree in music.
Yes, from Berkeley. So my name is Sophie. I'm a singer, producer, performer, songwriter. I am Ghanaian. I'm Krobo and Ga.
Okay.
And yeah, I do know Mutombo and Amare. And yeah, I've just been on my grind pretty much. I recently did that. You mentioned the Free the Youth. I did a pop-up, it was an acoustic show at their new flagship store. And it went very well. We had a good turnout. That was very fun. Yeah.
You went to Berkeley?
Berkeley, yes, in Boston. So that's where the degree is from, the music college, yes.
Whoa. To study music?
Yes.
Which aspect did you major in?
So I majored in songwriting, but the way that the degree is that you touch everything. So from composing to having to go through all the steps of jazz harmony, training, having to do business courses, having to do seriously, like they have all their things which like you have to do regardless of what major you're in, including liberal arts. So it's all inside. The liberal arts credits is even more than the music. So you're like, hey, I've come to learn, I've come to read books, come to study.
How difficult was it?
I'd say that it was very difficult, but it was also very rewarding because you're in an environment which is very fast-paced, extremely competitive. I feel like it honestly like helped me grow a lot. So
it helped you grow a lot?
Yeah, a lot of performing.
Okay.
Yes.
As part of your course model?
No, actually, the performing was something that I wanted to do. So I put together a band. I actually have a live EP called Light Waves.
Okay.
And that I dropped in 2019, which was my band when I was at Berkeley, and we recorded about 5 songs live in the studio. So if you want to check that out, it's Sofie, Sofie, Light Waves.
So that's how many years of studying? 3 or 4 years?
It was 4 years, and pretty much the last year was online because of COVID. Yes.
Interesting. But at what stage did you decide to do this? Music, I mean.
So music has always been a really big part of my life. My cousin is here. She can tell you when I was 6, I was saying, hey, I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to sell out stadiums.
At 6?
She's laughing and smiling. I've been singing since I could remember. So since I had conscious thoughts, I was also singing. So since 2.
Okay.
And then I decided, Kelly's saying, so since then, I was just singing school plays, writing poetry, writing songs. Around 11, 12, I started teaching myself guitar. Then I started playing, singing, writing, and then it really just progressed. When I was, I think, 16 or 15, I dropped my first single, Touch My Soul. So you can say from 2016, I started dropping.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And now we're 2022.
Yeah.
So, and now I'm 23. So yeah, I've been dropping music for quite a while. So that's when I started professionally, 2016.
How would you describe your music? The type of music Sophie does? Because I feel a lot of soul in it.
I'd say it's definitely like R&B inspired. I'd say right now the music I've been dropping is R&B driven, but I've never really boxed myself. Like I have pop songs, I have rap songs, I have songs where you can hear a bit of even like Ghanaian influence. I'm producing Afro beats too. It's just not released, so
Okay.
I like to just do it all.
So do you produce your own songs or you like to collaborate with other producers?
Both.
Okay.
I only have one song which is like fully produced by me out, and it's called Crimson Sun.
Okay.
But I've been producing more, so in the future you'll see more productions that are solely me. But
That's right.
most of the other stuff has been other producers that I've collaborated with. And like I told you, the live EP, like all of those songs, like it wasn't like a producer, it was like us band miking the drums, miking the like everything, and it was just like live.
Wow.
Yeah, so check out Rise by Sophie. Yeah.
Interesting. I like the way you chip in your songs with every every answer. With every answer you chip in your song. That's great marketing. At what point did you leave Ghana, or where did you grow up actually?
Okay, so I grew up between Accra and Oxford.
Okay.
Yeah, in England.
Yeah.
So yeah, I lived in both places. I schooled a lot in England. So especially like towards the end. So I went to boarding school in England, and then I went from there to Berkeley. But yeah. And I've lived in a lot of places. I also like lived in Paris for a little bit because of my mom's job. So I've really been here, there, everywhere. And my family is very like multicultural.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've had, different relatives from I have different relatives from different ethnicities, different countries. That was also definitely influenced my music, just being multicultural. Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you move to Ghana?
Okay, so I was born in England and then soon moved to Ghana. So then I was probably in Ghana until I was maybe around like 6 or 7. Yeah. Christmas is confirming. Around 6 or 7. Yeah. And then went to England. Hey, wow, I didn't realize I'm on TV. Went to England. And then from there, it was very much back and forth. So I started schooling in Oxfordshire. And we'd always come back, holidays, very often. I mean, my parents were primarily based here. Okay. So that's why I said it was a very back and forth thing. And then when I was ready for me to go to college, then I went to Berkeley.
Okay.
And then, I mean, the pandemic happened, COVID-19.
A little bit about family. Who is Ghanaian, who is not Ghanaian?
So both my parents are Ghanaian, but they're also like mixed with other things. Yes. So,
mixed with other things.
So I told you that I'm Ga and Krobo.
Yeah.
So my mother is Krobo and then my dad is Ga.
How did you come up like this?
Okay, so my mother is half German, half Ghanaian.
Okay.
And then my dad is Ghanaian, Danish, Italian, Jewish too.
Jewish too?
Yeah. So we're all,
Wow. So with all this, it means you're very you're a very multicultural person, because obviously your parents are from different backgrounds, especially your dad.
Yeah, so
this is the first time I'm hearing someone who is Italian, Jewish,
an African Jew and Danish.
Yeah.
Because his ancestors are also Danish from Osu. You see far and So both my parents look pretty similar. Actually, my mom is like darker than me. My dad is like a little lighter than me, but they're both Ghanaian and they're both mixed race. Yes.
And you accept to be Ghanaian?
I'm a Ghanaian first and foremost. Yeah. So
which language do you speak well?
I speak Ga, but not very well. So my name is Naashele. Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
Oh, real Ghana.
Nah, actually, few. Not very well. So I won't come and say I can speak well and then not. Yeah. So yes.
Connecting with your roots, especially the Ghanaian roots, how easy or difficult was that for you?
Very easy. Because I probably grew up here, like I told you, and like most of my family are Ghanaian. And the ones that are not either live outside in Germany, in England, some are in America. You see, some are also like my age, but they're first generation. Some of them may have never even been to Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
You come across as a very active person, very bubbly, lively, and that.
Okay.
What kind of a child were you when we were growing up? Would you say you were?
That's an interesting question. I'd say that I was I feel like I was a child that knew what she wanted. Like I was active, as you said. I was singing all the time. I was pretty artistic. I'm still artistic. I was a bit stubborn. Yeah.
Very stubborn.
I said a bit. You added very.
No. You appear to be like, because there's it. Stubborn is stubborn. Oh. Stubborn is stubborn.
If you say so.
But you see, I've never seen a creative person who is not stubborn. Yeah, I've never seen a creative person who is a conformist. Barely. I mean, counting how many people.
Yeah.
They always try to break the rules, you know, and that's creativity. That's how it's even born, and that. But how is Ghana accepting your music, and how is Ghana accepting your music?
I'd say it's been a great ride so far. I feel like Ghana has been very accepting and also just like interested in my sound and in what I have to like offer, or like the art that I put out. So I mean, I'm on this journey. I've been on this journey, as you said, since I was like 16. So I'm just excited to keep releasing, keep performing, keep, as you said, collaborating, other people, meeting friends, networking. So yeah, I feel like it's accepting me. This is my first time in Kumasi ever.
I was getting to that.
So,
you've done so well, because people with an alternative sound, especially, barely move to this side. They're stuck in Accra and barely go nowhere. And even in Accra, it's among certain spaces, the alternative spaces, you see them perform at Plus 233. They'll be at this place in Osu, Republic.
YFM.
You get it. You see them at Alliance Française. It's not really, you know, they're a bit limited to their people. But I like the way you're breaking out. Is it intentional, or you're just being curious? You want to know what this one has for you too as well?
Yeah, I don't really overthink it. I'm just like, okay, like every radio station is cool. Like, why not? Like, why does it only have to be the alternative ones that I go to?
Exactly.
Or why does it have, like, good music is good music. So I mean, people have like preferences and stuff. But yeah, I just want to share my music to everyone, to the world. So.
And so that's how it's going pretty much. So how about funding for music? How expensive or cheap is it? What would you even put it?
Definitely not cheap. Definitely not cheap. It also depends on what you're trying to do though. Depends what you're trying to do. It depends. Are you putting on a show? Are you recording? So I mean, you just have to have good budgeting skills, which like I'm learning more and more as I grow older. So I'd say it's pretty expensive. But also, like, it depends exactly what you're doing. For example, you may be in a session with somebody that both of you just wanted to collaborate for a long time. So it's not like, oh, I'm paying you 10K Ghana so that I can just get in this room with you. And a lot of times it's like you're working with people because you really want to
work with them.
Or even like I'm putting on a show. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to pay for sound. Or we're going to have to. Are we going to get a bar? Are we going to, you know? So it's just like knowing your budget. Oh, how much can you afford? What can you do? So
when it comes to collaborating with people, what do you look out for?
I'd say like usually it's in terms of music, it's the music that will first get me. So I'll have to because I'm not really someone that's all like flashy about looks. Like if you have a good sound, if I like your voice, then I'll probably want to do something. Also, like, I think it's cool to get to know someone as well. So like if you want to work with someone, first maybe like meet them, hang out with them before you even do any music stuff.
Okay.
Because like it's easier if you actually vibe with them as a person before you go and collaborate.
What's your perception on the current sound wave in Ghana? A move from I would say a swinging between these three. Asaka, Amapiano. You heard about Asaka music, the Ghanaian drill?
A bit, yes.
You listen to it?
A little bit. But you need to put me on to some more people.
I'll do that. Unfortunately, you're in and the boys are out. Don't like to work with you though.
Ooh, okay, send me them.
We'll work on something.
Okay.
Work on something. Asaka, Amapiano, Afrobeat is gradually coming back again.
Yeah.
What's your whole perception about the sound swing? Today is this, tomorrow is that. I mean, does it have any effect?
I think things change very quickly.
Yeah.
For example, like the last time I was in Accra, when I'd be going out to clubs and stuff, it was mostly Afrobeats. Like now, I'd say it's like predominantly Amapiano. What the DJs are playing. But also I've noticed now people are also starting to play more like hip hop and like 2000s also in clubs, which is interesting. So I mean, I think it's cool and interesting. Things comes in waves, you know. So now Amapiano is the thing. But like, will it be in 2 years? I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
But people always play Afrobeats, but the Amapiano they are
it's just to groove.
And it's interesting for me because I haven't, you know, like been listening to it as much. Like
Really?
or now I'm getting more introduced because recently, I won't lie, I've been going out recently. So to the spots in Accra. So now I'm like getting more introduced to stuff like Amapiano, and I mean I'm vibing because like I have more fresh ears to it. Some people say, oh, they're tired, they want Afrobeats back to be the predominant thing. Some people, but me,
for you, you're just yourself.
Right now, that's the trend. So that's the wave.
Do you ever want to jump on one of these trends?
What do you mean, like a song?
Yeah.
Song?
Do you even care about those things? Do you really want to?
I'd say that like I need to like also like research a bit more. Like I know it comes from South Africa, and like. Yeah, like for example, if an Amapiano artist that I thought was good was like, oh, Sophie, hop on my song, I'll probably listen, and if it was good, I'd be like, oh yeah, fire. But I also want to like learn a bit about it and know where it comes from and all that before I just enter. You see, I produce a bit of Afrobeats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes time for you to jump onto something. You really want to know about it. Be convinced enough to do it,
or really, really be like, okay, I love this, I want to do this sound. I don't want to just hop on something because it's like hot or cool or the trend.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to love it first before, or like even love what I'm making before I release it.
Then for you, music is not for the hype, is not for going viral or being in everybody's face, but you're doing it for the passion and for the love of it.
Sure.
And for the appreciation bit is for those who are true music lovers.
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't have like a big career and like blow up like everyone does. Yeah. But true, what you said is true.
But I mean, even getting big is still up for conversation.
Sure.
Because you can mention certain artists that you and I may not even know, but are big in their own spaces. You know, I kind of think everyone wants to be the hottest thing at the moment, but not forever, or even build a proper audience for themselves. You know about King Ayisoba?
A bit.
You heard about him?
A bit.
You know, I would say he's the most toured artist in Ghana.
Oh, wow.
Yes. King is barely in Ghana.
Send me your favorite songs, or that's the ones
from
that
King Ayisoba.
Yeah.
We'll share it after the show.
Okay, cool.
You'd like him.
So he's your favorite?
He's not my favorite, but I'd say he's somebody I'd listen to back to back, you know.
Okay, cool.
On that. But how's the industry treated you?
I feel like it's treated me good so far. I feel like it's a hard industry.
It's a hard industry.
Yeah, I feel like especially when you're like a woman, like in the music industry or in a creative space, people are always sort of like double looking at you or thinking, because people just by default sadly think, oh, men are better at everything.
Really?
So yeah, and it's also just harder to be respected and to be taken seriously as well.
To be respected and taken seriously?
Yes.
How? Because someone like let's even not go too far. In Ghana, we have the Wendy Shays, we have Adina. I mean, yeah, all of them. They are
but how many
seriously.
people do you see on like the big Afrobeats lineup? It's always male dominated on like big Afrobeats lineups, big festival lineup. Yeah.
But even in hip hop, how many females?
I love to see it now. They're out now. Cardi B, Meg, like that's what I'm saying. It's like slowly, it's taking years, but slowly women are actually getting recognition.
Okay.
So that's why what I'd like to see is actually more diversity on those like big festival lineups in December in Ghana. More women, because we're just as talented, Charlie.
You think our event lineup or the theme for our events will also have to change over the years? Because it's almost like a party thing. we line up people who have the hottest songs at that moment and don't seem to properly I think Afrochella was doing something nice by properly curating their artist lineup and that. But you think moving forward we would have to rethink our event space to accommodate everybody?
Yeah, I think it would just be nice to see more like gender inclusion and diversity. Yeah.
Yeah, more the gender inclusion.
Yeah.
You still think women are not taken serious?
Oh, I just think we should be more included. I think like they're not always taking it seriously. Yeah.
But are women doing enough to
yes,
get included?
more than enough. Double what men are doing even.
How?
Sometimes that's what I'm saying. Like some women have to like work twice as hard to be like looked at or to be taken seriously. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's not just in Ghana. That's in the entire world.
Yeah.
That's just like a general issue, like sexism. Like
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
But what I'm saying is like it would be nice to just see like some more women on like lineups or like big things. Yes.
Since age 16 to 23 now, what's brought you the most joy being a musician, or what's brought you joy the most being a musician or doing music?
I'd say a few things. Like I love performing. That's like one of my favorite things to do. So performing at all the different places I perform. So I mean, I can say a few gigs that stood out to me. One of them was I think I was 17 or 18 when this happened, or I just turned 18. But I performed at Chalewote.
Okay.
That was really fun.
Okay.
On the main stage, and I think at that time that was the biggest crowd I had performed to. So it was just like a sea of people.
Yeah.
They didn't really know my music. I was just done. I was vibing with them, dancing. It was amazing. Another time was I got the opportunity to be like a opener to perform about 3 songs at this Afrobeat to the World concert in Times Square in New York,
really?
in PlayStation Theater. And it was just me and my little acoustic guitar. I think Kiddy was at that show. King Promise performed. So that was in 2018, I think.
2018?
And I was in college in Boston, so I just took the bus 4 hours, boom, to New York. Then that was a really cool one.
Afrobeat to the World was, I think, was it last year?
They do it every year, I think. They do it every year in New York.
And so we've had Ghanaians on it for all this while?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
So that was fun. I performed a lot. So that's one of my favorite things to do. I also really enjoy just like being in the zone when I'm like writing a song. So like either with my guitar or if I'm like collaborating with someone else, either another songwriter, artist or producer, you get into that flow state. You forget to eat, everything, you're just in the vibe.
Interesting. Let's get to the music. Distance is the new one.
Yeah, so
I like the way it go. Yeah, so tell me about Distance.
So Distance is a joint release by me and a friend, Matthew James Hemmer.
Okay.
And we dropped it recently. I think it was July 6th, so it was still this month.
Okay.
And it came about, basically I was in New York. I was staying with my brother at the time. He lives there. And I was just thinking like, who do I know here? And then I realized, this guy that was in the same songwriting class, he's living here. Just messaged him like, yo, let's do something. Like he produces, he's a songwriter, artist. And then we just linked, hung out, boom, talking. Before you know,
his music.
He's making the beats. I'm writing lyrics, verse, chorus. Then boom, he's writing the second verse. We lay it down. We have like a couple more sessions just to like polish the vocals. I think I also sent him a few things like remotely.
Okay.
And then after a while, we start mixing, and then I have the idea, we should shoot a video. So actually, that video is not out yet, but it will be coming soon.
Nice.
And so mixing, mastering, shot the cover art, video, and then it sort of just it happened like very organically.
Nice.
And it's just a song about sort of like feeling space, feeling like, I mean, it can mean a lot of different things, basically. But a way to look at it is like a person that you want to be with, or maybe that you want to feel closer to. You feel a certain sort of like separation or this, and you wish like you can connect with them more.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Nice. Let's get into it. Let's hear it. Distance, Sophie.
When you told me you were down with me, told me that you changed, didn't see that. You just stayed the same, didn't need that. Riding solo, and the model looks so see that. Unpacked, realized, only took 5 months to the bounce back. Better off on our own, and you're doing pretty good too, I'll beat that. I know what I deserve. Different direction in love, different connection than us. Something don't feel the same. I don't really need this distance. You've been pushing me away. Don't even know what you're missing. Don't even know what you're missing. You've been pushing me away. I don't really need this distance. Something don't feel the same. I don't really need this distance. You've been pushing me away. Don't even know what you're missing. Don't even know what you're missing. You've been pushing me away. I don't really need this distance.
Real with me, wanted you to keep it real with me. Didn't really want no company. You know I'm not trying to run from things. And if you text me the truth, I can take that. If we hit the truth, we can break that. Once you hit the sun, there's no take back. I'll be running my make back. Real with me, wanted you to keep it real with me. Didn't really want no company. You know I'm not trying to run from things. And if you search for the truth, I can take that. If we hit the truth, we can break that. Once you hit the sun, there's no take back. I'll be running my
That's music coming through from Sophie. Title of the song is Distance, and I love it. This is hip hop.
Charlie, this one they say R&B trap.
Fusion.
Hip hop is like bars, or like rapping more.
Well, hip hop is gone. I mean, there was a point Snoop Dogg was mad at the new artists. Like, what's going on? You guys are watching down the whole thing. You know, the rapping, you don't hear nothing. You listen to hip hop and you don't even hear no rap no more. And the new generation, somebody from the new generation was like, music evolves, it changed and all that. So I'll still call this hip hop.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's
just adding another genre, because you're the first person that said hip hop. I'll take it for distance.
I'm the first person, eh?
Yeah, people have just said like dark R&B trap. Yeah,
that's fusion, hip hop. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Sophie, I wish we could go on and on and on and on, but definitely you need to come back to Kumasi.
I have to.
Enjoy the food so far at the place.
I've been chopping. Me and my cousin Kristen, we've been eating. We've been eating too much.
You've been eating too much.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. You like the place?
We love it. Yeah, I really love Kumasi. I have to come back.
You should.
Play a show.
Yes.
Hit some more stations. I'll come back and visit you.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, Charlie. Waves. Waves.
Moving away, we're into the next show's time. But moving away, what's the word out to people that are falling in love with your craft today, and those who are falling in love with your music as well?
I'd say thank you so much for listening. And I have a lot of cool songs to come. So if you want to keep up with me, stay tuned and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lioness Sophie. I'll spell that for the people listening at home. Lioness Sophie, LIONESSOFIE. I'll spell that one more time.
Do that.
People at home, follow me on Instagram at Lioness Sophie, LIONESSOFIE. And yeah, got a bunch of dope songs, videos coming, and performances. So yeah.
Your YouTube.
Yes, I have a YouTube channel. If you want to check out my latest music video, type in Sofie, Sofie, If You Don't Stop.
If You Don't Stop.
If You Don't Stop. Shot that in Accra last summer. Favorite music video thus far.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in. And as
Thank
always,
you for having me.
this is your home. Anytime you come to Kumasi, don't know, just come to, we got you, right?
Yeah, so this is Blur. Hope you enjoy it.
Yes. And I like the way she handed it for me.
Or will you
And
tell
this Blair coming from Sophie.
us we
Thank you for listening, man. My name is Kujo Subo.
now
Leaving you in the hands of Mr. Kata
in your head?
and DJ Lamar on the best late after drive show. It's called the Pure Showdown. As always, I urge you to count your rainbows instead of counting your storm. Tomorrow always presents a brighter and better opportunity. I'm out of here. Big shouts to DJ Kelly One for holding the music down. Mase was with me, Lina K, Best Market Jared, DJ Website, the audio production in the background. I'm back on your radio same time tomorrow for Friday's edition of the Pure Drive. Stay safe. Pure Showdown is on.
Today, tell me when you wanna see a girl today. Play with my hair, love it when you do that. Clothes all on the floor, love the way you move that right.